swinging the sword. That was probably a Truman Show reference. I love that bit when she comes in. It's like, look, Truman, I just bought a new, I don't know, cheese grater. It's a dishwasher set. Never needs sharpening. It's like, that's amazing. You know? But for the first question, Mark, you can probably answer that. I mean, that's more of a Sam Raimi.
Yeah, it was a favourite book series in Sam Raimi's household. He read it to his kids. I don't think social services took his kids off him. But anyway, that was family entertainment in the Raimi household. And him and his producing partner, Rob Tappert, both thought that the universe, the Terry Goodkind universe of those characters could make a great show. And it so happened that ABC, Disney were looking for a kind of action-adventure fantasy show. They had lunch, shook hands, and they gave us 3 months to write the season.
I've got 2 questions. How different is Season 2 from Season 1, and is there going to be a Season 3?
I believe there will be a Season 3 if Season 2 is good enough, and I believe Season 2 is better than Season 1, so I think that, we're on that trajectory. Everyone involved in the show works incredibly hard. Everyone from, the unit table making our coffees through the stunt guys, the wardrobe, the makeup, the cast, the writers, where we don't want to be a flash in the pan, and we really do believe that the show has got an energy that could carry into a 3rd season. So we're working hard towards that 3rd season. We won't know until next year whether that's going to happen, but we absolutely believe that the show could run on and on.
If you watch every show whenever it's on, that will count towards our ratings. So, and if you watch every show 10 times, there'll probably be a Series 3. So can you do that? Right. 10 times, each one. And then phone up and say, I've just watched it for the 9th time, the 10th time.
There's nothing like the word of mouth of fans, like people who can see what's good in the show, what gives them a thrill, what gives them a kick, what makes them laugh or cry or scares them. That word of mouth, that's truthful. Marketing departments can have fancy promos and campaigns to tell people about a show, but really it's the fans that decide whether a show is going to live. And if they watch the box set, have one of those marathon viewings, watching the first 22 episodes, and then pass that box on to their friends, that's how our audience will grow. So we really do depend on the people here, because, like us, you've seen something, you've been entertained by it.
How much of the books helped you with your portrayal of the characters? How much of an influence is it?
Well, it's a huge influence, really, because these characters, they're very strong, and it's you can look for inspiration in everyday life, but it's not until you really sort of read the books and understand their motives that then you can create a character, and everything's really quite loaded. So to have a sort of background of stories helps you create that. Absolutely.
Just here, actually. So just to give you guys a bit of feedback, my family actually watch the program, watch the show. My 8-year-old son who's sitting next to me, my 12-year-old daughter, and we're really concerned that Duck and Ral are sitting right next to Richard at the moment.
It's okay, they're brothers.
Oh! Dad said we had to. So we had to play nice, otherwise we get the
Our question really is, tell us how much you love the show.
I love it, and I'm not just saying that, I actually really, really do enjoy turning up to work every day. And I am there every day, all day, every day, and these people have me, they really have me on, because I'm from Australia and I had to move out here about 2 years ago, and this is kind of like my new friends and family, we're there all day, sometimes 6 days a week, and you go home, read a script the next day, go to sleep, and wake up and do it all again. And I actually really honestly enjoy it. And I hope it goes for a good few years. Yeah. We had a screening of Act 1 the other night, and I sort of pop in and out, and there's a lot of episodes I'm not part of, so it's great fun to watch. I love watching the show as a punter, really. I sit down and go, oh, brilliant, what's happening? And we watched Act 1 the other night, and it's sort of 6 of us in a room, and we're cheering, and we're going, and we go, woohoo! Ah. And it's kind of, as much as everyone knows the process and the strings and the behind-the-scenes stuff, I think we all still get a real buzz out of watching it. It's a really good, fun, silly but in a good, smart way kind of hour of television. So, yeah, I adore it. It's great fun.
In my good Kiwi accent, I was wondering how you convinced Disney to come down here and to hire Kiwis in such a big production.
Oh, I don't think it took any convincing. The crews here are top of their game. You know, there's been so many feature films shot down here that the talent is the same, at the same level as Hollywood. I think that there was a benefit because the American dollar was stronger, so there was a reason, I think, why. But I think more than that, it's the landscape. New Zealand's like, you know, the 5th character on the show, really, or the 6th, whatever. It's huge. You know, we're out in the woods, in the forests, you know, trekking out mountains all the time. So I think it was kind of a match made in heaven to be here, looking down here.
I think New Zealand's paid its dues as a fantasy filmmaking country with Lord of the Rings and Narnia. I don't think it's much of a stretch for Hollywood executives. You know, when our producer Rob Tappert said he wanted to shoot it down in New Zealand, it made sense because a lot of the people who are working on this show have worked on those other shows. So there's an infrastructure of talent based around the genre. You know, New Zealand is like one of the fantasy capitals of the world. So, so long as the dollar doesn't get too high and it starts to price us out of the market, because, you know, it costs money to bring people down here. But I think there's no question that we can make a quality show down here.
Is this working? Yes. This is a question for like each and every one of you. I'll start on the left. I read the book and I read the series, and I kind of thought Richard was a pretty big guy.